Hello everyone, welcome to my channel The Cloud Box, and this is the next video inside the Azure Databricks playlist. In this video I'm going to discuss very important topic, one of the Pyspark scenario based question that was asked in one of the interview. But before I start, let me quickly jump to my channel and introduce my channel. So this is name is The Cloud Box, and here I upload video related to Azure data engineering stuff. I upload video on the PySpark, Data Factory, Databricks, and not only this, even I'm going to upload so many videos on SQL, Python, and probably all the scenario-based question I'm going to cover, which is asking in upcoming interviews, or you will be seeing this is you're going to use in your real-time project. So please stay tuned on my channel, do subscribe, and please share with your friends so other people can also get benefited. So before wasting any time, let me quickly jump to the video, and here I have community version Databricks account. If you do not know, just go ahead and search the community cloud Databricks or something like Databricks community version. You go ahead and do and create your free account, and you can practice your PySpark query. If you do not want to do that also, I have created a separate video how you can set up all the PySpark thing in your Windows local 10 and 11. So probably go ahead and check that video. Probably you can use the PySpark in your local machine. That's fine. So let's come to the video. So before that, I have uploaded one video on how to rename multiple columns in a one go using PySpark. So basically, you do not need to use with column again and again. So if you do not know that, so just go and watch that video also. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one data. Okay. So let's say I'm going to create a data, say ID, and here I'm going to, let's say I'm going to give my name Anup, and here I'm going to give the age like probably not, I'll not give my name. So okay, I'm going to give some other person name, and here I'm going to give the city like New Delhi. Okay, fine. This is not a one record, so I guess I need to merge this many records into one using the tuple. So again, I'm going to use the same kind of a stuff. So I'm going to use two, and I'm going to use Rahul, and here I'm going to use, let's say, is 30, and this would be city called Kolkata. Okay, so this would be two record, and let's say if I'm going to copy this one more time, so uh, let's say ID I'm going to give three, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to use name like Rohit, and age I'm going to give 32, and call city, let's say it's same. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use columns here. Columns is equal to here what we're going to do ID, and here I'm going to give like name, and mm, I'm going to give name, and here I'm going to give the age, and here I'm going to give the city. Probably not a columns. It might get confusion because we need to use the columns function in next part. So that's why. So probably we have done that, and let me do one thing. Let me spark dot read dot format, and not format, yeah. Um, Spark dot create data frame, and here I'll pass data, and I'll pass a schema, and I'll do df dot show, and let me quickly go ahead and run this. So you can see our ID got created. So this is the thing, probably for the hands-on and all, you're going to do it in this way. But in real-time project, let's say you are not going to create it manually, probably there will be data frame or files in your somewhere location, ADLS location, or in blob location, or in DBFS, and from there you are want to read it. So I'm going to take that way only. So we'll go to the landing. I have my ADLS account, Azure account, and here you can see it's one of the folder container called landing. I have one CSV and a text file. I'm going to use it. So what I'm going to do, let me first remove this. And let me do one thing. Df is equal to spark dot read dot format, and here I'm going to the CSV, and let's say I'm going to make it header true because I want my headers should be visible. And here I'm going to use load function in the load because I've already created a mount point. So you need to mention dot slash mnt. If you do not know how to create mounting, go ahead please and watch my video. I have already uploaded how you can perform mounting, how you can probably do the how you can mount your container and your path, so you have a seamless connectivity from Databricks to ADLS. Okay, so I have only one container. In the container, I do not want to pass whole path. I will probably start.csv, and it is going to give me, because I have one CSV file. So df dot not this, because what I'm going to do, display, and in the display I'm going to use df. So just run it and we'll see our results are coming. It is taking time, but now boom, it's boom, right? So we can see our files are visible. If you go to ADLS, go to this order.csv file, go to edit, and you can see preview. You can see you have a files in ADLS and you can access it from Databricks. Perfectly fine. So let me remove this. Fine. Our question is, let's say I want to rename the column that I've already told how you can rename it. So there will be one scenario. Let's say I want to add underscore for all the columns in ending. Let's say I want to I want to capitalize all the columns. So let's say what I want, our question is, uh, let's say I want like something like that, make all um columns capital. Okay, fine. This is our question. So for solving this kind of problem, so this would be a real-time scenario where you have to rename the column in a such a way that you might be your column name is coming in small letter. For the visibility and all, you want to make it in a uppercase. So how you can do that, right? So let me what I can do, I can store in a list all the columns. I can store in a list. First take a list, and here what I can do, I can do something like mm, what I can do, I can use call function. So call is basically going to take call from the data frame, and I'm going to use upper. Okay, and this what I'm going to do uh, for let's say call this again in df dot columns. Okay, so what is going to do, it's going to go into this df dot column. Basically this df dot column is going to store the columns value into a list. So I'm going to inside the list, I'm just going to iterate through this df dot columns using call variable. Okay, so this list value I can store into one more variable. Uh, uh, let's say what I can do, I can say something like t, anything you can take. So now I have taken a variable t, and from the t, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take one more variable that we named df5, let's say is equal to uh, t dot, no, not t dot, 2df. This is basically, it's going to convert into a data frame again, and here I'm going to keep for all the items from the list. Okay, and now I'll use display, and in the display I'll pass this rename.tf5. So earlier you saw that you have just go to ADLS, you see there is no capital, I mean this capital, but it's going to make capital all the letters. Just go and run it. Okay, so here basically what we need to do, we need to use the data frame dot UDF. Okay, so now if you're going to run this, so it's going to give all the columns in capital letter. Cool. Fine. So this was the one thing which we told. Let's say someone is coming, hey, that is fine, but I want to add underscore after ending of columns later. Fine. We can do that, not an issue. We are here to solve the problem, right? So what we can do, you will use the same thing. We'll go to the next here. And we'll add a code here again. And here, instead of this, what do you think, man? I mean, how you can do that, right? So we are iterating through a list and we are storing the columns value into a call variable. So we want that call variable has a underscore, and how we can do that? We can basically concatenate that. We can basically use a concat, or we can basically do the addition of the new value. What we can do, we'll use plus, right? And we'll use the string code. In the string code, I'll pass something like this. Okay. So it makes sense or not? So let me go ahead and quickly run this. It's very simple. First, you analyze the problem and you go very starting like how you can solve this. So if we go ahead and you can see after reason, we have reason underscore, country underscore, item type underscore, something like that. Some people wants, okay, that is fine, but I want my column name plus underscore, then my column name, something like that. I want to do that. You can do that, reason underscore reason, country underscore country, something like, you can do that for all the columns. For all the columns you can do that. This is very simple code. You can easily go ahead and do that. Let's say if you want to rename it, so for that what you can do, you can store all the columns into a list, and probably also you can do that. For that you need to watch my previous video. I guess this video is really helpful for the one of the scenario based question, and this was personally asked to me in one of the interview. So please go ahead and watch the all my video. You will get a very good hands-on. You will feel amazing while starting your Azure data engineering. So okay, bye guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do hit like, subscribe my video. Thanks a lot.